So we're actually going to be taking a look at this kind of conversation, I guess you could say, that DDG had with Bhad Baby, and how she's saying that she is just like unfulfilled and bored. She's like, yeah, I got a kid, I got money. So like, is life over? Or like, I mean, like, what are we really supposed to be doing? Because I mean, I got a kid and money, so I'm bored, so that's really what it comes off as. And I'm just like, I can name a few things that you can do, but I first want to go ahead and play two videos actually for you, and then I'll give my commentary and we'll go and look at some comments. Okay, let's get into it.
Bhad Bahabie has just given birth to her first baby and shared her first pic. She shared this black and white image to Instagram holding her baby. It's a little hard to see, so I just brightened it up, where she's seen cradling her daughter. I believe her daughter's name is Carly Love, and this is the first child for Bhad Bahabie and her boyfriend Lavon. I still can't believe I'm saying Bhad Bahabie just had a baby. Congratulations.
On a day-to-day basis, just be chilling?
I be in my daughter's room, laying in the bed, watching TikTok. I don't do nothing with my life.
I mean, shit.
Since I don't drink no more, I don't go out.
I mean, 75 M's, I'll be doing the same. You feel like you beat the game already?
I'll never run out of money.
Damn. So do you feel like you get bored? You bought everything you want. What else is there to buy? Like, is it something that you want to buy right now?
I done got every tattoo, every piercing. I done bought every car. I done bought every purse. I done bought, like, every piece of clothes. Like, there's nothing for me to do no more.
So what you gonna do? You gotta figure out what you gonna do.
I just mommed.
That's lit. That's fire. Jamaica with the 10 gifted. Appreciate. On a day-to-day basis, just be chilling.
Now, one, I'll say, I don't know how people watch him or streamers like that in particular, because they just never really seem like they add anything. And I know people like him, the Kaisanots and all of those kind of people, which they're just streamers. They wouldn't be considered podcasts, right? Podcasts I get, but I don't know. To me, they're just not interesting at all. And then, like, even with this, he's like, man, you got money, you got 75 M's, which, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'm just bored. Man, that's crazy. So what you gonna do? Nothing. I mean, I bought everything. I got every piercing, every tattoo, every car, every purse. Man. Like, okay, you could have just not said anything, dude. But here's my thing. With $75 million that you have, there are plenty of things that you can do. One, let's first start off with the fact that you have a child, okay? Now, people may say, well, yeah, you raised them, but I mean, you got to do something else. But here's the thing. That right there should give you some ideas already. What do you want your child to do when they get older? Do you want them to be in cheerleading? Do you want them to do gymnastics? Do you want them to be in track? What exactly would you like them to do when they get over as like a hobby? Okay. One, that's another thing. You should also be having private tutors come to your crib and teach that kid multiple languages. Get them ready for school in terms of, not right now, of course, but as the kid is getting older, teach them multiple languages, have them be homeschooled, so that you never know, they could be going to high school at the age of 10, so it's like you could do a lot more with that. But let's say in terms of extracurriculars, let's say you have a passion, like, man, I would like to see my daughter doing some gymnastics or track. That would be really nice. Donate your time. Why not go and get the biggest and bad and be like, okay, or even some of these other ones and say, you know what, let me go and help. Let me go and volunteer my time. Hey, let me go and spend some money. Let me go and help with designing with whatever. I could go and help design some clothes. I could help and do this with these little kids or whatever. That's already one thing that you can do. Okay. And that's if the kid, if you want to help with track, maybe you want to help sponsor some people. There's a lot you could do with your money. Okay. So, and I'm talking about just helping people out. You say you're so bored. What but use it for some good causes. I mean, what the heck? So that's already that. All right. You can also do like different kind of gift packages where maybe you make 1,000 or 500 every month, and you give them to like new mothers or people who are already parents, and it has diapers, it has bottles, has pacifiers, has like little baby blankets, little thin baby blankets, maybe little booties and little oven mint, little mint so they don't scratch their eyes and all that kind of stuff. Wouldn't it make sense to do some of that stuff? But you don't want to do that. You just want to sit on TikTok and watch your daughter sleep. Okay. Because you apparently have nothing to do. How about you can also help out some homeless people, some veteran people. Go and help out. I don't know. Go and help out and do some upgrades for people homes. Go and help them out. Be like, okay, you know what? I got you for this month's rent. Now you ain't got to pay anything for this month, and do it for a few other people. Like you could do more. Not everything has to be the glitz and the glam and, oh, well, if it's not a designer purse, why don't you go and help some people out? And fine. You say, I don't want to do any of that. Okay. I'm not interested in helping anybody out. All right. What else do you have? Learn some skills. I don't know how many languages she speaks, but learn Spanish, learn French, German, Italian, Russian. You got all this time. Clearly, you got all the money and all the resources. Learn something, now better yourself. No one's saying you got to go to school, but learn something about some politics. Go and do some, political science. Go and do a deep dive on that. See what's going on. Go and pick up an instrument. Learn how to play the flute or the marimba. You know what I mean? You could go and buy a flute, but put it in one of your bedrooms in your mega house. I'm sure you have a mega house. Go and put it in one of those bedrooms, and then boom, you could do that. If you're into working out and fitness and something like that, go and make some fitness videos on YouTube. I mean, this is all stuff that could better you. You know what I mean? And if you're like, you know what? I mean, I kind of like that, but what else? Travel. And when I say travel, I'm not saying go to Paris, France, and go and see the Eiffel Tower for 4 days and then come back to the States. I'm talking about you could stay in Paris, but I want you to go and see what the locals are doing and intermingle with them, act and have class when you do it too. Okay, don't be going. I hate when people go to like Sukihana. She's saying she didn't get her, scratched, and she doing all that. It's just too much. You go into London and you over here doing all the extra. But go to a different country, learn the language or not. Go to one where they speak English. Go to England or something. And try different cuisines. Try to, kind of blend in. Take some culture classes, some cooking classes, go to a history museum. Do something. You got all this money and you have nothing to do. I'm gonna say I can't relate. Can't relate because I ain't got the money. And two, I can't relate because even if I had that amount of money, I would still do the YouTube channel, definitely. Even though I ain't the money. I would do it because it's something to do and something fun. But I would like to spend my time traveling. Like, nah, I gotta wait till these planes. I ain't heard anything in a while, so I gotta wait till these planes stop coming down, if you know what I mean. But outside of that, yeah, I mean, travel. That's what I would do. Shoot, I'd be traveling. I'll go and tell my family, like, yo, whatever. This trip to Hamburg is it's paid for. Okay, I'm taking 3 family members with me. Okay, so y'all better clear your schedules if you guys would like to come. Okay, I'll give you, let's say, 3 months in advance. Would you guys be able to do this date? And if you say, well, I don't know, okay, I'll go by myself. You know what I mean? So you could take people and enjoy time. Something I noticed, and this is why I don't watch like certain lifestyle vlogs, just because I got turned off by them, because a lot of the times what you was seeing are people who go to Putankana or go to Thailand or wherever they're going, France. They go to these different countries and then they just texting, they're recording themselves just texting, scrolling on their phone, taking the little selfies and doing all this. And I'm like, okay, you in a different country, and the best content you have is you're just showing us just you mugging and looking bored. Oh, well, I got money, y'all, though. Look, I got money, though. Look, I just bought some new Louis Vuittons. And look, I look good, though. And it's like, okay, but that's all you can do is just look good in another country. Like, you're not doing anything. Like, you don't look, to me, that doesn't look like it's fun, honestly. And that's why I kind of like got over the whole lifestyle stuff like that, like lifestyle travel kind of videos, because people always look so, it's just superficial. It's like it's artificial. You go and put out these videos and it's just you texting, scrolling on social media. And this was the last one I watched from this one particular YouTuber. I'm not gonna say their name, but I'm just like, because I like them, but I can't stomach their content really any longer. But I did like them. But the content got annoying. But it just got to a point where all you're doing is just scrolling on social media, and I'm watching you. You have a camera propped up so I can watch you and your homegirl scroll on social media. Y'all got a breakfast, and y'all so lazy. You had the dude come in the crib, set everything up, and help set up your camera and take pictures of you. I mean, what? I remember I saw it. I said, "You really?" You're in a different country. You're on some island or whatever, wherever she was. I don't remember, but it was her and her homegirl, and they had like how it was. I don't know. I don't know if it was Puerto Rico. I don't know where it was. Maybe I think it was Dominican Republic. I think it was Dominican Republic. But anyways, wherever y'all are at, you have your room. Y'all in your little robes and your little, relaxing, cool. And then you go to like your little porch, kind of. It wasn't a balcony because they were on the first floor, but you go in like your little porch area or whatever. And then you have the guy who was giving you your food, he's setting it up for y'all and everything. And I hope y'all tipped him. But then you're asking him to then take pictures of y'all while y'all just doing all this, and you just, you're mugging. And I'm like, okay. Well, okay, well, what are we doing after this? Then I see, he leaves, and then you're there eating, y'all eating. Now you put a music bed on, so we don't hear anything you're saying. You're eating, and y'all just scrolling on your phones. I said, this is content now, where that's all we're doing is, you're just scrolling on your phones. Really? You're eating and scrolling on your phone? That's it? No real insights? No, like, hey, look at stuff. It was like, oh, here's a beach that we got. Ooh, back to me. And it's like, to me, I said, okay, maybe I just can't get into this because I was like so uninterested. But I do watch this lady now, and I'm still waiting on that part 2, unless she already put it up. But it's been like 2 months. Jasmine Giselle. I like watching hers because she's more of travel. It's not necessarily lifestyle, but she's more travel, not travel lifestyle, but rather travel, because she actually goes and shows you what is going on, even the different stuff with the locals and everything like that. So you're actually really feeling like you're really with her, not just watching her, if that makes sense. But anyways, I say all this to say, Bhad Baby, you got enough money. You got enough influence. You got enough time. Girl, you could go and try. You could literally do anything you want to do. Okay, if you want to be a lawyer and go back to school, you go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? There's plenty of different things that you can do. You just don't want to do anything. You just, oh, well, I made money and I got purses. And so life is just done for you? Come on now. All right, but let's go ahead and look at some of these comments. All right. Travel the world, view other cultures, open your mind. Yes. She needs to get right spiritually. There's so much to life. I don't care how rich someone is. All she spoke about are material things and not experiences. That's the thing. You didn't talk about, you said I got purses, bags, and well, go and buy a housing complex, like go and buy like an apartment building and make it to where the rates are reasonable, not where you're charging for a two bed $4,000, but rather where you're charging for a two bed 18, or maybe if you're charging for a two bed 15, or maybe if you're charging for a two bed 12. You know what I mean? That's more of a reasonable thing. Of course, everything's location, 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 but that's more of a reasonable thing if you do that. And you could go and do it up, make it look cute, all that kind of stuff. Have the walls, have the whole kind of place, have a particular aesthetic. Okay. And you could try to do something with that. You said you got all this money. So yeah, is it going to be quite a bit of money that maybe she can't recoup it all? Yes, I'm sure she could find some ways to do so though. But just saying you don't know what to do when you got all this money, all these resources, come on now. All right. Some people don't value money and what it can do for you and others. When you're used to just indulging it, it can definitely become boring. Yes. Yeah. So who's that with the surgery? Yeah, I didn't even recognize her at first. I was like, Bhad Bahabie, like Bhad Bahabie we saw without it. So it didn't even look like her. Now people are saying that she is going through some kind of cancer treatment. So that is also something as well. Imagine saying this and you have a newborn child. Yes. That's when you realize all of this is just an experience. So experience and let it go. Yes. All right. Broke people always know what to do with money. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep it real. So just, you got all this money. You can afford to do really anything. No one's saying you got to go to Dubai. Okay. My personal opinion, even if I had the money, I wouldn't go to Dubai. Okay. It's just, one, is too restrictive, and two, just doesn't feel like there's really any culture there, but, cause they got the United Arab Emirates. But, or I guess rather it's in, but like for me, different countries I would like to go to. Canada, only really for Quebec City, but I will try like really anything else. Ontario, Montreal, Vancouver, but really, but really Quebec City is where I really would like to go. But Germany, Russia, Italy, France, and then there's like some other ones, but these are really the big hitters that I'm really interested in going to. I mean, you could easily, you don't have to be bored. Let me just say, you don't have to be bored. There's a lot more you can do. Okay. So, but that's my little 2 cents on it. Let me know what you all think about this down below.